So that's a fix that they could make today if they chose. How are we going to communicate this to LinkedIn?
Well, that's a great question, and I don't have an easy answer for that. I think it takes having some leverage and a movement behind it first, before we approach. I mean, you can always suggest and say, "Hey, what are you doing about this? I don't think anything wrong with that. This is what we'd like to see. This is our concern. Can you create a spam filter for DMs, for anything that's scammy, overly salesy, and clearly inappropriate or hateful?"
Yeah.
Secondly, can there be an approval? Because if you go to if you start a Facebook group, for example, you can set the group in such a way that people can't just post or comment without your approval. And so you're approving. So that, not everybody wants to do that, because then you're spending a lot of time checking and reading and so forth. But if it's on your own content, you'd still get a chance to know, is it good, bad, or indifferent? In that case, are you just, I think people would censor out any divergent opinion on their post, even if it was respectful. So there's kind of a question mark for me there, if that's the best thing in the world from an open communication standpoint. What
was your insight, Inga?
That's also valid on LinkedIn groups as well.
Is it the same?
I have a LinkedIn group that I administer, and I actually need to approve posts on there. And I was also going to say, if they can bring a laughing emoji to LinkedIn, then come on, they can do this.
Yeah.
I think just, we just need to make enough noise about it, I think. Because from my understanding, a lot of people wanted to be able to like a comment with a laugh instead of just liking it. And that came, and everybody was so happy that, laughing is allowed on LinkedIn.
Do you know what I'll do then? What I'll do is I'll see if there's I won't do it in the middle of the call. I'll see after the call if there is a news story about how many people had to do that to get that to happen.
Yeah.
Because that would then set a bar of which we need to reach, which will then focus our efforts moving forward. So we know that when you mess up, in their opinion, they make you go through these various hoops. So the fact that process is in place, that's all. We haven't got to reinvent the wheel. We know that abusive and inappropriate content is coming through DMs, and a filtering system is easy. If you want to, because a friend of mine look, I'm wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt and a spiky collar. The friends I've got are, shall we say, salty in their use of language. And he said to me, I don't want to stop this, that, and the other. It's free speech. I want my friend to be able to send me, goat porn or some stupid thing like that. And he's just he's older than me. He's just being an old bloke, basically. Because it's not freedom of speech when it's abusive or oppressive or selling. So the technology requiring your verification, be it a manual process or an automated process, exists already. We're looking only to affect comments on the posts and DMs. So it's a narrowing funnel of focus. And what we're basically saying is that a filter system which the user can choose, so that if someone wants to get abusive, because some people, Twitter is based on people abusing each other. That's what it's there for. Yeah, I don't play with it. Yeah. But on LinkedIn, it's not about abusing each other's positions. It's about making professional connections. So that is in the bag. So I've got a plan. So Gregory, say something while I take a note of this, or before I forget it.
Yeah. So, and I've been taking some notes in the background as well. So to understand what was that barrier to entry, how many people did it take to say, can we get that laughing emoji, before they kind of said, okay, we're going to put this into our update plan and get that into the system.